Today we have some magical fairy art by Mahīna Greta. So I look forward to exploring some of these paintings that she's made and allowed us to explore together. I'll just read you what these paintings mean to her, then I'll show you a nice big montage. We have many to go through. So Mahina had written, "I'm not sure if you're still doing show and tell." Well, we are. But in 2015, almost 10 years ago, I went to a paint night, a place to drink wine or non-alcoholic drinks, but it's less fun that way. And you got a big canvas paint and an instructor that teaches you how to paint one painting. After that night, this life shifted, but I grew confident from paint night and went to Michael's Arts and Crafts. I bought brushes, canvases, and paint. I tried so hard to mimic the artist. Oh, sorry, I skipped a sentence. There was a painting I really wanted, but it was $5,000. I couldn't afford it, but I grew confident from paint night and went to Michael's Arts and Crafts. I bought brushes, canvases, and paint. I tried so hard to mimic the artist, but I did it a little differently. It was so fun, so I made more. I also watched Bob Ross and started painting landscapes. A lady of the shop I wanted to sell said, "Bring them in and we'll sell them. I'd get commission." They all sold. I brought more in. Witchy stuff for Halloween. Every season was different. I found that I could express my inner feelings on canvas. Pain, happiness, and love. Never say you can't do something. Just do it. Anyone can paint. I'll send pics. That is the story behind the art that we are going to look at together. So let me bring it up on the screen. Make sure it's nice and big so you can see it. And I'm hiding. I'll have to lower myself. Let's go through these. Oops. Well, these are in no particular order. I tried to download them all. Dear Mahina was so gracious that she sent something like 50. I don't think I got all 50. And I'm afraid I wasn't able to really keep track of which ones I had easily. So I got most of them. Anyway, we'll go through them a little quickly since there are a lot of them. But I love this already. We have someone in a dress approaching this old castle. And there's lightning in the distance. And just great colors all around. There's another very fairy themed art, a fairy balancing on a mushroom with a moon behind them in silhouette. I just love how everything kind of looks spirally, like a starry night a little bit. Yeah, the stormy sky, the last one was really nice, dear Isabella. Very moody and evocative. Here we have, looks like a dress. And a vintage chair. Other things looks like out of a magazine with drops of ink. Very nice aesthetic. I welcome everyone who's joining here. Another dress. I like the texture of the gold flakes. The rose, the chandelier. Oh, I'd like to go here. Another castle and a bridge. This is amazing. This could almost be mistaken for a photograph. Some parts. Quite remarkable. Could I please move the prompt up a little? Absolutely. Yeah, sorry, it is covering it. Thank you, Greg RG. Oh, that one looks straight out of Bob Ross. Oh, I love the blue sky, the mountains. this little valley and the pond. A lovely snowy scene. Oh, the light and the frozen pond. Such great colors. Happy little trees. Snow. Very nice, very nice. Nighttime scene. Snow falling down. Also looking like stars in the sky. I love the purples, the violets. These are phenomenal, shares Marcy. Very pretty, shares Dalkington. Oh, another of the same theme. I really like this one. Yeah, I like this color palette. It's very ethereal. I also want to live in some of these paintings, Josie. Beautiful, shares Diamond. Peaceful, shares Fiddle Leaf. Here we have another dress with roses. I really like these dresses ones too. These are an interesting genre. There's a calmness, shares Tim. Indeed. Another snowy theme. I like the character of these trees. These trees have character, personality to them. So princess-esque, I agree, dear Marcy. The dresses. I'm liking the various colors of leaves on the trees here. Oh yes, a witch. A silhouette with a cat at the end of the broom and bats. And the moon behind. Oh, I'm liking this. I see why her grandbabies call her Grandma Fairy. Oh, I love this. Yeah, a witch power stance. Big, beautiful moon and its aura around. Hello, Mariam. And a cat. These are great. Yeah, we need more witches depicted in poses like this. She was ready for last night's dance party, shares Marcy. Good morning, Lone Wolf. And here we have this fairy or angel in a crescent moon with some kind of probably fairy dust coming off of her hand. Now, these would make great album covers, Billy. Another fairy, and with sparkles. I always love those mediums that make use of textures, reflections, different materials. Big, beautiful wings. Here we have another snazzy witch. I like the cartoon-esque proportions. These are great. I love the teal, shares Billy. Mahina certainly knows her colors. Another dress with roses. And looks like some fairy wings if I can pay close enough attention. I love how they have the hangers still on them. I wonder what that symbolizes. Snowy landscape with big, big mountains in the distance. Wow. Incredible. We got another witch. The lantern hanging off her broom. And a cat. And a bat. And we have another fairy. I really like the, is it watercolor or gouache? Hard to tell them apart. Probably watercolor. And the line work on top. This makes me happy. Another fairy. Silhouette behind the moon. Beautiful. Another fairy standing on top of a mushroom. With some magic emanating from her hand too. These moons are so powerful. I'm glad you like them, dear Mariham. I like the leaves on this tree. Another snowy one with nice orange and peachy and purpley hues. Golden hour. This is beyond golden hour. This is mango hour or peach hour. Here we have a nice green and pink mountain scene. I really like the cherry blossom looking tree and the pink fog in the distance. Mango peach smoothie hour. That's right, Kirikarji. Cotton candy mountain. Sounds like something out of Dora. I like that show. Oh, how neat. We have a gazebo and some metallic art piece. Sorry, it's hard to zoom in. Computer's being fussy. And we have almost looks like a metallic sculpture of the world, or a particular part of the world. Got a bench. Can I just live in a world that is drawn by Mahina? I agree. Looks like the World's Fair sculpture in New York. Oh yeah, we got a dragon? Hell yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to skip to the next one yet. Wow, this is cool. This is a big dragon. Looking at the scale. Splashing in what looks like the ocean. Step out on land. And thank you, Fiona. Oh, welcome, Mahina. You are here. You share. This one is somewhere in Brooklyn. It was commissioned. You're right that a couple had their first kiss. I love that. And this is Charizard. Awesome. Yes, a Pokemon. I think it was my favorite Pokemon when I used to play Pokemon Fire Red. And then, wow. Here is a place of a painting. That could make a painting itself, although I guess that's partially why you're there. Your grandson made you do this? That's awesome. What a magical place that is. It is a nice photograph. Oh, Nemo. We've got Nemo and Dory. And then, what are the other names? What's the name of the jellyfish? And we have the turtle. The very chill turtle. And the baby turtle. Aww. Those look perfect. You are camping and painting here. Oh, how wonderful. Salut, Karen. Anyone remember the names of the jellyfish and the turtle? Or the baby turtle? This is your Nemo trivia. But I love all the different kinds of coral and seaweed. The big turtle is named Dude. That's right. Another lovely winter scene with a nice cabin. I love the purple hues and the sky behind. center. I love these. The fences really help. Although it's cold, it has a lot of warmth. Right, Isabella? I was thinking that too. You can just hear the silence, shares Billy. Right? Oh, what an amazing, gorgeous pink sky. Fuchsia. I would like to live here. Hello, Metamystic. Another nice snowy scene with a blue frozen pond. And I like the pink aura. That is where I live, dear Metamystic. I just love this color combo so much. It's almost like Miami, even though it's completely not, but I'm referring to the color palette of Miami. Now you want to paint, dear Mariham? Well, everyone can paint. Great places to ice skate. I like the colors here. Another nighttime scene with the moon. So peaceful. In a mountain scene with rapids in the water. I love the details of little waves around the rocks in the river. This is bright. This is what summer feels like, in my opinion. This one just looks so sunny. I love it. The Lonely Mountain, shares Mahina. Is that what one of these last two are called? And I think that's the last one. Who painted these? Asks shared one of our dear Sangis, Mahina Greta. She's in chat. From Tolkien. Oh, I love that. Magdalene, you share, you cannot spell heart without art. And her heart is certainly present in each piece. I love that. Yeah, heart without art is just, eh? I'm not crying. My eyes just needed to be washed. These are very beautiful paintings and beautiful skies. Well, thank you very much, dear Mahina, for letting us take a gander at your most magnificent magical fairy art. I feel honored and delighted to explore this together with everyone. So thank you. And that's right, Billy. Earth without art is eh. I've never noticed that Earth is an anagram of heart. You just have to put the H at the beginning. Well, I think I'm running out of incredible, amazing, fabulous, wonderful synonyms and adjectives, so we'll leave it there. But this has been quite a sweet treat. And as always, if anyone else has anything they'd like to share, do check out the show and tell submission form in the link tree in the bio. Namaste.